This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Apparition Scents, an outdoor and sporting goods company based in Dilliner, Pennsylvania. All of their scents developed and hand bottled with strict attention being paid to every detail. Contact them today at 724-998-7646 or check them out at apparitionsense.com. 100% lethal or your money back guaranteed. Get a hold of them today at 724-998-7646 or check them out at apparitionsense.com.
Folks, welcome to another episode of On the Limb podcast with Nature's Voice Game Calls, where deer camp becomes a reality for every listener. Join us as we talk God, family, country, and everything outdoors. Kick back, relax, and have a listen. Now, here's your host and co-host, Mike and Dan.
Man, I tell you, it's been a little busy this evening here.
It's been busy, man. This has been amazing.
The West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show ended at 9 o'clock, so
yeah.
I didn't intend on Bugsy coming over, but
no,
he did. That was a great conversation.
Great.
So
we had a few spots to fill, to be honest with you.
We did.
We was worried because we lost a couple guys. A couple good friends of ours, his wife got sick, and he went home to take care of her.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. You take care of your family.
Yep.
So
folks, we're here at FIFE Street Brewing Company, Charleston, West Virginia, on the corner of Summers and Brawley Walkway. And we're here with the Backcountry Hunters and Anglers doing a live podcast. You know, we're promoting the habitat, conservation, and what they do with Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. But we have our guest here tonight with the Untamed.
Untamed, yeah.
We have Josh, Jay, and Mac, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
so I had Zach there, too. Is that like Mac? Is that a nickname?
Actually, no, Zach actually went home to warm.
Oh, Zach went home. Bedtime.
Zach went home. It's past his bedtime.
Zach's bedtime.
God.
Yeah, the wife told him he needed to be home. So
Yeah, so
which is fine because I understand that because surprisingly Dave is still with us. His wife didn't call and send him home.
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, normally we have that monkey that backs him up when he's not here.
Shots
Love
fired.
you, Dave.
Yeah, Zach, he tends to like to warm leg it, so.
I got you.
He gets back as fast as he
All
can.
right, so
and he's got two young kids, so
Well,
it's understandable.
That's understandable. Dave's got 19 girls at home. Is that right, or is that 23 now?
That's why he's drinking. Heavily.
Exactly right.
Heavily.
I've only got two kids, one girl, one boy, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, but in reality, your girl is a stunner, Mike. She's doing
Easy over there,
No,
bud.
I'm just saying that kid is doing the whole
What's happening?
modeling stuff. She comes out and does stuff with us. She's awesome. We love Case. He ain't mad.
How old is she? Mac was asking. I don't know.
Max, she doesn't have a man right now, so
Don't let the parent hook you up with a kid.
she'll be 17 in May.
Oh, no, that's out. You're out.
Yeah, he's too old.
He said you're
My
done.
Lord.
You're out.
Cut it.
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we're cutting that out.
All right, Josh, let's get into the Untamed.
Yeah, man.
You seem like you're the ringleader of all this going on here. So tell me a little bit about the Untamed and how it all got started and a little bit of background on yourself.
Yeah, so we got together, Jay and I, and a couple others got together back in 18 and wanted to. Jay and I had been filming for a couple years together.
Okay.
And then we started getting more serious about it as we moved along. And, I mean, I said when I was 13 years old that I wanted to have a hunting show.
Yeah.
Watching, Dan Fitzgerald and a bunch of them, and the original guys.
Classics.
Yeah.
Dan and Guy. I mean, that is classics.
Guy wasn't even born when I started watching Dan.
Oh, okay, so
No,
you're talking old school.
Yeah.
I got you.
And so we started filming. Then we got.
I see it in the beard there. I got it too, bud.
And I'm telling you, and I still wear a kill hat like Dan wore.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Back
That's
in the
awesome.
80s, I have one. I've had it since 2000.
This is sad though, because we got one of your guys here that He's looked dumbfounded. Like, what are you talking about? I
Oh
don't
no,
even know.
I'm just telling you, like Dan's like the OG.
That's absolutely.
And he's like an OG killer.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we got started and got more serious about it and started a company, and we've been grinding ever since. I mean, we've continued to grow organically and naturally, and it's so easy. Like it's a grind doing what we do.
Sure, absolutely.
But it's so easy because every one of us that is in the Untamed and gets involved in the Untamed, and Mac, I think Mac would be a testament to this because he came and interned with us last fall, and now he's full time with us.
Yeah, and we're going
But
to find out a little bit more about that, too.
But it's like all of us and the people we get involved with us all have this passion
Sure.
just for the outdoors, so it's easy. Like, it's a grind.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
But it's easy to put content out when you love what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all work full time. We all have full time jobs.
That was my question
I
next.
was wondering about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so very fortunate. I've got my own construction company. Zach has his own construction company. Jay, he's a medical sales rep. We all focus on our families. We've all got kids, and then we put the Untamed into all the content that we put out. I honestly, like, I'm proud. That's the proudest thing I am, because like everybody thinks we're full time.
Sure.
In the Untamed.
Well, yeah, 'cause
No, you guys-
I mean, you guys put some content out.
You put some good content
It would
out.
make sense that you guys were full time involved, but that's what we want to know about. Like, you guys are. This ain't all we do. We have the lives after this.
No, it's not even after this. This is really the
Secondary.
sure.
Sure.
very secondary.
Yeah, and that's
But without guys like Mac,
Yes.
that come along and help out and join us and are out there filming and hunting every day. I mean, Mac will tell you, I hunted maybe half of as much as he got to this year.
Sure.
Because he was full time out there. But whenever I was ready to hunt because I had a day off, or the kids didn't have something going on, those guys are they're instrumental and extremely important to what we're trying to do and to get the content out. Quick story on Josh.
Oh, gosh.
God.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't even know why we got to start this
No.
shit.
No.
This is
the
not
good
bad.
dirt.
Oh,
This
it's
is not
good.
bad.
It's good.
You asked
This is
how,
what we wanna hear.
You asked how we got started. So I had this very, very small. It wasn't even a YouTube channel. It was on a platform called Vimeo, long time ago.
Oh my Lord, we're dating ourselves here, boys.
Yeah, and I had put out several videos, and we were getting like 1,000 views, right?
All right.
Nothing big.
I know where he's going.
And then Josh and I met actually on a baseball field.
Yep.
Okay.
And we got to talking. It was kind of funny. Like, I was trying to hunt a piece of property that he had access to. Anyway,
I didn't know he was trying to slither in.
Slither in there.
Yeah, but-
Little sneaky snake in the grass.
yeah, he actually
Come on.
He actually gave me the pin to his tree stand.
I did.
Yeah, he really did. Anyway,
I did.
so once
I told him go hunt. By
he
God.
did. He did. He said, "Here's where my tree stand's at. Go hunt it." And I tried to get in the stand, and I couldn't because it
He
was too
must
dang
be your
high.
good buddy.
No,
So-
we had just met.
We had just
they
met.
just said they just met.
We're just kind of getting to know each other, and the more I got to know him, I was like, man, this guy's kind of wild, right? So he invited me to go on a bear hunt, and it was I'd never been bear hunting with dogs. I'd been bear hunting in like Canada and stuff like that, but never with dogs. So I go down to Boone County and on a bear hunt, first time ever. And all I did was bring a camera. I didn't bring a gun or anything.
Well, how you gonna kill a bear if you're?
Well, I was just there. I was there to observe, and
He was working for National Geographic.
Okay, I got you.
I told him. I said, "Man, I want to make a bear hunting video for my Vimeo channel."
Okay.
So I make this bear hunting video. And
Needed
it's basically
resume
just
material.
Josh and like the group of guys that were bear hunting, and we filmed a dog.
Yeah, I mean, like
That's. I mean,
for
what's
that day of bear hunting. I
Did it,
mean,
Mark?
this is like no shit. We got footage. We got epic footage of something that happened hound hunting that happens. Like you'll
Very
see,
rare.
You'll see it maybe once every 2 or 3 years, especially with social. This wasn't even when social media was big.
Right.
That you'll see a dog hanging off a bear climbing to a tree 60 foot up.
Yeah, so the bear went up the tree. The dog
Stayed
latched
right on
onto
him.
it.
Lights right on.
Oh, okay.
And it went
Yeah,
all the way up the
went all
tree
the way
with
up
the
the
dog.
tree. And then
This
they-
is my
kidding.
first time ever bear hunting.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there filming it, and I'm like, this is nuts, right?
And you're sitting there thinking, is this how it goes all the time?
Right,
Sure,
right.
yeah, I got you.
And we're like standing up on this high wall. We're on the top of it, and the tree that the bear's in is down the bottom of it. So I'm looking around like it's just cliffs,
Like
both
it's
ways.
just a straight
yeah.
mining high wall.
And I'm
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
man, there's like, how are we going to get down there? And I look over to my left, and Josh is like just running out to the left. I'm like, what's he doing? And he jumps and he grabs a tree,
Oh,
and he rides the tree
Yep.
all the way down to that level that
Hey.
this tree's on.
He Tarzans it.
I
He
get
Tarzaned
it.
the
You got to
heck
get
out
to
of it.
them
You
dogs.
remember how Rambo jumped off the cliff when they were
Absolutely.
shooting at him out of the helicopter?
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
jumped off like Rambo. I felt like Sylvester Stallone.
So he gets
In
down
First
there.
Blood.
He gets down there.
That's facts.
It is. This is no lie. He gets down, and of course, I'm dumbfounded. I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? Like, this is nuts. So the guy beside me, who happens to be Zach's brother, shoots the bear. It falls out of the tree.
Luckily,
and-
he's down there already.
yeah, he's down there. He's got the dogs. He's got the dogs tied back and everything. So we get the bear, and I'm just sitting there like, this is great. Like, this is unbelievable. So I put that video out on our Vimeo channel, and we went from getting like 1,000 views on videos to like 50,000 views.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That thing just took off. And I
Blowed
told
up.
him, I'm like, hey, like, I think we got something here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
sure.
I think we got something here. So that's that was the first video that we
Yeah.
ever made together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we regurgitated it on our channel
Yeah, we put it out
last year, 2 years ago.
a couple years
Because
ago.
it was like our original bear video.
Okay, so how long ago was that?
Oh, no, that was
14 or 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. That's where it needs
Yeah.
to be. So social media from that time frame to this time frame has
Yeah.
exploded exponentially.
Yeah.
So you're getting that whole new era of people watching that. So yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, we're talking about the content that you guys are putting out. I mean, like, you know, the 15, the 30-second videos, the things like that. I mean, that's like booming these days.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where
The
people's just
shorts.
scrolling. The shorts.
Yeah.
That's
That's where guys like Mac come in.
That's where Mac comes
That's
in.
where
No,
Mac
that's-
comes in. We're gonna find out about Mac here.
No, that's the creative side.
Yes.
For one, we Cole worked
Cole
with us.
Booth. Yeah.
He's been with us the last year, and then he went to work for Vortex, which is
Oh, nice.
yeah. I love
all-
Vortex.
I can sit here. I can
Can't-
sit,
yeah.
sit here and tell you a lot of success stories by all the interns we've had.
Hey, that's
Now,
awesome.
Cole didn't come here as an intern; he came here as a full-time employee. But like, they've all who have wanted to stay in the outdoor industry are all doing well in the outdoor industry.
The return of the Mac.
But now, Mac,
Mac. We're gonna find out.
we give
we're
like
ready to hear it.
a unrestricted creativity to Mac, as long as it's a good idea and it's what our viewers like. Like he has
Yeah.
full on, ability to do what he wants, and that's what helps. I mean, Mac and Cole and Jay edits too,
Yeah.
when needed and when he feels like it.
Oh, here we go. Hey, I love this guy.
I'm still waiting on that.
Yeah.
on that reel from you.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up?
I love this guy. He's taking a lot of work off me.
But now
It takes time.
nobody. I mean, they all see us out there hunting and see Mac and Cole and everybody hunting. But I'm telling you that these guys is really what drives.
Yeah, they keep it going.
Like it's easy for us because we love hunting.
Yeah.
We love being outside. We love killing stuff. We love eating stuff. But like these guys turn it in to what
To
we
what
are.
everybody sees.
Yeah.
For sure.
So they play an integral part in what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of the hunting aspect, how was y'all's last season? Like, let's hit on that just a little bit
Oh,
before we
this
go
is
any further.
this is the part where Josh gets
Like
to,
what
pump
time
up his
what
chest.
time of season? Like we're talking about deer.
You tell me whatever you want to tell
Hey,
me.
Mac, we
Turkey
talk
season?
about whitetail season because me and you put the smoke to them.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's what
They did.
They
did.
I mean, you might have put the smoke to the deer this year. Did you put the smoke to the turkey too, though?
We did.
All right.
We did.
That's
We,
that's what
uh,
it's about. We're out here to live the life of the outdoors.
So going back to the spring of 24,
All right.
we let's see.
Best season we've ever had.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
awesome. I love it.
I mean, you go ahead.
I'm trying to just think so I'm trying to kill a turkey in every state. And
Okay.
so
Getting the Grand Slam.
well,
Plus the every state.
49.
Slam. Yeah.
I'm chasing 49.
All
so,
right.
So I've got the Grand Slam.
Okay.
But
Man, I missed that.
I try to knock out like
You want some?
3. He's putting a bit. He's putting a
World
bit
don't
in.
like quitters, man.
Boy, I tell you,
Shocking.
20 years.
Don't smell it.
I know.
That's what'll get you.
I know.
And
this
is the good stuff.
But I try to knock out 3 to 5 states a year. So I think I hunted Illinois, Iowa, Ohio, West Virginia.
Okay. So speaking on that break, quick break.
Yeah.
What was the hardest state for you?
So far,
Yeah.
I would say Alabama. That was
Really?
tough. Yeah, that was a tough. one.
We're gonna probably do an Alabama this year.
We had a guy from Alabama come up here and hunt.
and he said West Virginia is the hardest state he's ever.
He
You-
said, I ain't ever hunted birds like in West Virginia. He said, we got hills in Alabama. I said, you ain't got hills, you got knolls.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not yours. I think
Alabama's part of as I agree with Jay 100%. Alabama's the toughest state to turkey hunt in.
No
yeah,
kidding.
so far.
Okay.
Why, why is that?
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Okay.
A lot of people hunting them.
Yeah, a lot of
Damn
people
right.
hunting them.
Okay.
I was very fortunate.
So we got to find a place where nobody's at.
Yeah.
And if they're on there, we shoot them first.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. I ended up door knocking, and this old lady let us go
awesome.
after a bird.
See, you know, speaking on right there, door knocking, man.
Yeah.
It's still out there, people.
Yeah.
You got to do it though. Like, don't be scared. You was talking about Alabama door knocking. I'm out here in Missouri door knocking.
Yeah.
I bought my hunting license in Missouri last year because I was out there working all year, and I did that door knocking. I ended up with over 200 and some acres to hunt.
Yeah, it's
Because I
it's
asked.
doable.
You know
And
how
they're
many?
like,
You know how many he hunted?
60.
Zero.
Zero.
No.
I knew where you was going.
No.
He warm-legged it too. Might have been with himself, but he warm-legged it.
He started drinking that morning at 10.
At 10, you woke up way too late for me. That was like 6:37. I started drinking.
Oh, God.
No, and then
No,
Josh
but that's
always
where
takes a
it's at,
trip.
though.
Josh always takes a trip up to the Northeast.
Yeah.
He's done that to the last
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hunts with
Just Hunt
Just
Club.
Hunt Club and-
THP comes up. We share a camp. And
Okay, nice.
It's a big odd time. I mean, Jay is, he's going to fulfill the chasing 49, and then Zach and I, we kind of just stay regional. And it's not because we don't kill birds everywhere, but we love just hunting the mountains.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
The
Yeah.
mountains
But,
and the timber.
Yeah, because
Speaking of
it
that, though-
definitely, when you're traveling, it takes away from
Yeah.
like it. There's places that I want to hunt locally
Yeah.
that I don't get to now
Sure.
because I'm traveling.
I've seen some of the struggles that you've had on
Oh
hunts.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But do you feel that, like, we're talking about that, talking to the people, do you feel that it's harder nowadays to
Oh,
get
100%.
land to hunt?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But once you start talking to these people, it's like, okay, I kind of understand what you're after. I'm okay with you hunting, right?
I will say it's easier to get permission to turkey hunt than it is to get
yeah.
to deer hunt.
Yeah, turkey hunting and deer hunting is two different things.
Yeah, for sure. So
Well, that's the greatest thing about in the Northeast. It's like
It's
no
unreal.
signs, no
It's
signs.
unreal.
You can walk. Now
Yeah.
we never did it because it's very weird.
it is. It feels like you're
not
trespassing.
walking. Yeah, you're not walking across private property in West
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah. Okay.
You're either going to get shot with rock salt or buckshot.
Right.
Is it just me, or do I sound like I'm talking to Sling Blade?
Must be just you.
I mean,
Ain't
just called you
Well,
and you want from
if you want mustards and biscuits, I'll give them to you.
He's got it. I'm telling you.
And then some of them French fried taters.
Yeah.
Ain't got no gas in it. Oh Lord, the lights just come on, Mike.
Oh shit!
You're
Lights
in
come
trouble.
on. All right, we gotta get through some more of these talking points.
Yeah.
So you guys plan on going to the NWTF? Tell us about that. Y'all been before?
Yep, we had a booth there last year. It was our first year with the
First
booth.
year. Okay.
Yeah, we've been a couple times before that.
Yeah, we went down a couple years before we got a booth.
Awesome show.
Yes, that's one of the greatest shows I've been to.
Yeah.
We went to the ATA in St.
Yeah.
Louis. I don't know if you guys were there. It was
Not this year.
It was an amazing
That
show.
last
Nah,
year.
come on, man.
We was there.
It was good. It was good.
No,
Come on,
it
man.
was good, but
No, I'm
There
being
was-
serious.
That's not what I've heard.
No, the ending part of it was bad.
yeah.
Leaving, the loadout, all that stuff was horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the show itself, it was a good show.
They
it was
put
it
on
was
a
large.
good show.
Is that the first time y'all been?
It
That's
was.
the first time I've been to the ATA.
Okay,
Yes.
so 5 years ago, ATA.
Indianapolis.
We went to Indy, Louisville, back to Indy, back to Louisville. 5 years ago, ATA, and I would tell ATA over this podcast that they need to change some things to get people there because
They're gonna have to.
This year, from what I understand
See, we
from all
didn't
the
make it
people we
this year.
talked to,
We had some issues. We
is
couldn't
that
make it.
you know,
Well,
it's
listen,
it's just going downhill.
This is one of the
Yeah.
things. This is one of the things.
And that's
I
what
mean,
we wanna
I know
know.
we're getting off topic here, but this is one of the things. So the SHOT Show is another one of the
Right
biggest
now.
shows in the country
It's going on right
now.
now.
Right
Okay,
now.
SHOT Show's going on right now. They added an archery section.
and that's fine. Just
Yeah.
like the Western Expo, it's another huge show.
Yes.
In Salt Lake.
Yep.
You know.
But what you're saying is the ATA is going to have to start making some changes.
Well, they need to figure out, you know, the difference between the ATA and SHOT Show and Western Expo is those are consumer shows. It's a sales show at ATA. So
Yeah.
they're not interested in influencers coming to ATA.
Okay, that's where I was getting ready to go.
Influencers bring people to shows.
Absolutely.
Yes, they do.
It's that simple. And
Yep.
I mean, and it might not be for us, but bigger influencers, people want to come and meet them.
Yeah,
it
you
is.
get
All right.
you focus on the influencers, and you know these companies that are coming to ATA. Say it's a Bowtech. We'll talk about Bowtech. That's who we're partnered with. Okay. If we weren't partnered with them, they don't want to talk to us about giving us money. They want you
Yeah.
coming in from a shop and placing orders.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's no consumer there.
Yeah.
And we are the consumers. You all are the consumers. And they have to figure out what that fine line is with that before that show goes kaput because that association is not doing good right now. That show 5 years ago, that show was fire.
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard a lot of good
that's-
things.
That's some awesome input. though.
I'm comparing it to the NWTFs that I've been to. Obviously, the NWTF is the best show that I've been to.
Yeah.
But
and we're working on the SHOT Show.
on a
We-
large
we
scale,
want to go to the
the
SHOT.
St. Louis show was massive and overwhelming.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
the amount of floor space that they had with vendors. And they had a lot of good quality vendors there. I give them that.
Most of the time they do.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
they do.
But like he said, it's the vendor market.
It is. I mean,
absolutely.
it's the start of the year. People's going out there to get orders. They went to St. Louis because they wanted to get that Western business that they haven't got before, and it helped a lot of businesses out in that area.
Yeah.
But the convention center, the arena that they done it at, that did not go well with a lot of people.
Oh.
Well, I think the convention was great. The center was great. The show was great. It was the infill and outfill.
It was. I mean,
Honestly,
the
it was.
organization part from the ATA
Like,
on my end
we
seemed
seen
like it was
from-
really good.
Yeah.
Well, NWTF is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
top
We
notch.
love it.
You talk about the ATA, and I'll leave it at this. It is the Archery Trade Association.
Yep.
How many bow manufacturers do not show up for that show?
There's quite a few.
Well, I can tell you that 2 of the top 3 don't go.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
There's an issue with that.
yeah, you're right.
But
Okay.
going on then to the NWTF,
Yes.
it's a great show.
We have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have a booth there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a booth. We usually rent an Airbnb
Okay.
all right.
and stay there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a good time.
So the first,
so we had an Airbnb, and Mike here, He was scared because of the location we was in.
Oh, was it just me?
No, I wasn't. I didn't. Mike, do you realize
We wasn't scared. We were discussing and talking about how bad the area was.
he was scared? He was like, "We're in a ghetto." I'm like, "Okay." you realize where I stay for a living? He was like, "What should we carry?" I'm like, "I carry everywhere.
We both
I go,
were
so, yeah.
carrying.
I carry everywhere I go.
I'm
though.
carrying right now.
Exactly.
I mean,
I don't think anyone should break in on us.
no, definitely
100%.
No.
If they do, I mean, if they do and they're cool, hey, here's a bourbon. Drink it with us.
the
If
biggest,
not,
the biggest
here's
point,
here's a 9 mil. You're screwed.
the biggest point we were making about that discussion on the way out there is we went out there with Hunt Chef, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he was like, "We got us this Airbnb, and it's just a really nice place, you know."
It was a nice place,
but that's what I'm getting to.
but it's in the ghetto, and Mike was scared.
Would you let me finish?
No, I won't.
So
You mute me, Dave, and you're fired.
So we're on the drive through the city and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, this place is. I mean, you're talking about grass 6 foot tall. There ain't ever been anybody walking through there in a long time. And you're passing by gas stations where people are sitting in their cars and they're not even going inside. They don't even want to get out. They pull up and have somebody else come out to them.
Hey.
We stopped at a questionable place that one night.
Oh, we did, yeah.
But listen, so Hunt Chef's like, oh, we got this great Airbnb. It's awesome. Wait till you guys get here. You ain't gonna believe it. So we're driving through this area, and I'm like, there is no way that we're staying in a place that I cannot believe we're staying in. And we get there and we park, and there's a bottle of Patron sitting on the side of the sidewalk right there where we parked. And it's like, you know, we're walking right up in the midst of Chicago. And
We wasn't in Chicago, though.
I know, but it looked like areas like that. And we walk into this Airbnb, and I'm thinking, this place is not going to be what he said. And we walk in, and it's like, oh. I mean,
Amazing.
they completely remodeled this place, and the outside of it, you would not even think that it looked like that on the inside. It had 4 floors, didn't it, Dan?
Mike, you need another beer?
Yeah, it was a 4-story.
So
it was
4
a
floors in this place, and on the top they had like a little walk place, you know, where you go out on the roof, and you could see the whole city of St. Louis.
That's nice.
And I was like, oh my God, that place is amazing. But I would have never thought that by driving there.
Well, St. Louis is reasonably dangerous.
It is.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
So,
Is
turkey
this your
seat-
all's first year going to WTF?
No. I was going to tell you about that before I was rudely interrupted by my co-host, but
That's all right. They do that sometimes.
somebody needs to bring him his food.
Well, we'll keep him on track.
Anyways, so we did the NWTF. I told you guys a little history behind our business.
Yep.
We started with the Game Call Company. My brother passed away 2 years after that, after we started the business. We were still in startup phase. So after he passed away was when I was kind of, you know, still in the process of doing all the things with the business and trying to get the marketing out and all this stuff. So started going to the NWTF convention. Had a guy that I met down there that's been a mentor to me since my brother passed away in the call industry. Builds calls for some of the biggest names that you can think of in the call industry. The guy's been building calls for over 40 years.
Yeah.
And builds some amazing products. So I go down there.
No names?
I can't give a name.
Can't give all our secrets out.
Can't give all that out. we can talk later. Anyways, so we go down there, and we have competition callers that we have, you know, helped out and paid and done all the stuff to get on stage. And we had sponsors that we had shirts made up. You know, we're advertising for those companies on stage. And we done that for 3 years, and it got very expensive. So, you know, we ended up, after my brother passed away, we were paying someone to make our mouth calls so that I could continue the business and still not have any lapse in what was going on, not have to take any breaks. Dang, that sounds like one of them old office phones.
I'm old.
But anyways, make a long story short, we've been there. We've been a part of it. We know what it is. I mean, it's a great time. I mean, we love it there.
Yeah,
So
it's a good time.
Yep. All right, Mac, we're going to talk to you now, bud.
Yeah. You're the intern
So
turn.
tell us a little about your internship here with Untamed. You want to pass them headphones over?
There you go. So that way you can hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, holy crap! This is a totally different ballgame.
Isn't it
That's
totally
right.
different when you got the headphones on?
Here
Yeah,
we
holy
are.
crap. I was trying to listen to what Josh was saying.
So
I
we
couldn't
have
hear
the
anything he was
ability,
saying.
I just found out from my production guy down here, we have the ability for 7 headphones. So since you guys
We
have
will
been
have
on,
more.
We'll be investing in 2 more sets. So we put back into it as we get it. So you know how it is.
I
That's what you
understand
got to do.
that.
You got to keep buying gear and
Yep.
getting better.
You got to keep improving.
Yep.
That's what Liz said. Liz is one of the Backcountry Hunters and Anglers board members.
Yep.
She was like,
She's-
every time you guys come, you all look better and better.
That's right. That's
That
what
lets
we're.
us know we're doing our job, right? You know, we're
100%.
putting it back in it.
Yep. That's
All
what
right,
we
Mac.
want.
So tell us about your internship.
So I got the internship with the Untamed. My buddy Cole Booth. Him and I.
Is that with an E or without an E?
Without an E.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Yep. But
Probably a good thing.
Me and Cole
He'd be
started making
screwed.
videos and we started posting them on YouTube like 4 or 5 years ago. He got internship with the Hunting Public, and then he
Nice.
He got a job with the Untamed
Okay.
through Josh, and then I met Josh. He came down to
Jake's wedding.
Josh came down to Jake Hipschman's wedding.
Not down, I went up.
Yeah, I guess. He
Went
came
to
up-
Wisconsin.
He came up to Wisconsin, and Cole and I met Josh there, and I was working a full-time job at that point, and we kind of got to talking about it, and he kind of offered. He said if I wanted to do it, I could, and I was like, I mean, that's what I really want to do, and so took the opportunity and went down to West Virginia this fall and filmed a lot of, like, it was like the craziest fall that I'll probably ever have. Like, I can't even imagine the fall getting better than this fall.
But you got to realize that I don't want to interrupt
can't
Mac
even-
because he has been like, you're talking about a guy that's 24, 25,
25 now, yeah.
and he quit a full-time job that was making good money
To come to you guys.
to come into the outdoor industry because that's his passion.
Yeah,
that's
man.
That's the type of people that we want.
That's awesome.
That's the people that are
That's
going to.
exactly-
That's the type of people that are
Yeah.
going to want to get better
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and stay in the industry because they're not happy doing what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a big accolade to him for taking that risk
Yeah,
and jumping out there and doing it.
absolutely.
If you're happy doing what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really not about money for me. Like,
I'm happy sleeping, but I still got to work.
Damn it,
God.
this guy.
God.
He talking about sleeping, and I don't believe in sleep.
I don't. Honestly, I don't either. Mike knows I'm up at the crack ass of dawn, and I don't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning.
So, Mac, did you grow up in the outdoors, or is this
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that you
yeah.
got later on in life?
Yeah, so I grew up in Wisconsin. Basically, my dad and grandpa brought me up, taught me how to hunt, and like those are my mentors, hunting and whatnot, and taught me a lot about that. And then that's kind of why we kind of got into it. And I started turkey hunting, and like I'm the first person in my family that ever turkey hunted. Like I was the guy. I was the one
Really?
that figured it out. Like my grandpa took me out. I remember the first time my grandpa took me out, we sat in the blind in the driveway up north at this cabin because we had seen a turkey cross the road the day before.
Yeah.
We didn't see a bird, but it took me the first 3 years I turkey hunted, I didn't shoot a turkey, and then finally shot a turkey. I shot a Jake with my dad sitting up on the hill.
Didn't shoot a
by
bird,
myself.
but still, it was awesome being
Yeah,
out
I
there.
mean,
you had
I
a
feel
great
like
time.
I never had success right away. Like I didn't shoot a deer first couple of years I hunted. Like it's like all those things, and I feel like I've always loved it. So. Yeah.
So
So taking the internship was like a no-brainer, and I was like, I really want to do it. Like I know the money things. Well, I was like, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
You know, and I know I can. I feel like I can.
So one of the questions that people always ask me is,
Yeah.
what have you learned from hunting?
Oh man, I don't know.
I mean, it's
lot
really
about
something
life, I
that
guess.
that you really don't think about.
Yeah,
But
just
when
not
you-
take it too seriously. I think
When you
is the
start to
main thing.
think about it, there's a lot of life lessons that you can learn from hunting,
Oh, for sure.
that you can learn in deer camp.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yep. And some of those first memories I have of like being up at deer camp with my dad and my grandpa, like that's the stuff that sticks with me, and that's like that camp aspect, and like coming down here and like meeting all these guys and meeting Jay and Zach and
Yeah.
I've met like everybody that the Untames hung out with. Basically, seems like Bo Martonic, all these guys come down. It's all these guys that I've like seen online, and I'm seeing doing this stuff, and now I'm like literally hanging out with them and having beers with them. It's like, this is the coolest thing ever,
Yeah.
So
no, it builds your character.
And they're all great guys,
and
they're all kind of dedicated to the same goals, and they all kind of want the same similar things, and they, and they're just all super passionate about it. And so I think it makes it super easy to get along with everybody. And it's been awesome.
Good deal. All right, Jay.
Yeah,
well,
we're glad to get to talk to you and learn a little bit about you, and glad these guys brought you on.
I'm happy to be
Mac
here.
is a big piece of the puzzle.
Sure, and that's the thing. It is a puzzle. We've got to find the people that fit right. Like, I don't fit with Michael, and he knows it, but I make it work.
Yeah, it's like Kool-Aid with no sugar.
Exactly.
You got to have a little mix of everything.
Exactly. I'm that guy that you have to smash that puzzle piece in to get to fit right.
Yeah.
But once you get it to fit, it's like, holy shit, that's where it needed to be.
Well, that is one way to look at it.
That's one way to look at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will say this too about Mac. He's got some really good eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see them.
Yeah.
Man, they are nice.
He spotted a lot of game for us this past year.
Oh, you need my daughter.
It's not real hard when you're working all these old guys. So.
Anyway, yeah.
That's true. Josh and I out there with our readers on trying to see stuff.
I left my glasses at the guy that mills our calls out in Buffalo, and I went down there to pick up the wood last week.
He
for
couldn't
the
even
show.
see it.
And I took the glasses off. They're for far away, but I wear them all the time.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking at the calls, we do a quality inspection of stuff that we get done. And I took the calls off, or took the glasses off and set them down, and I'm like, we started talking and started looking at the calls and all this stuff, and we talked there for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I just leave. He's got his grandkids at the house, and he's wanting to get back from his shop up to the house to see the grandkids, and I basically just looked at him, and I was like, yeah, this is, everything's good like it always is.
Yeah.
Right.
And I head to the truck, left my glasses there, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm used to wearing my glasses all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, he called him and said, hey, you're blind. Come back and get your glasses. So
I didn't go back and get them. As you can tell, I don't have them on. But
Well, it's always good to have a young pair of eyes around.
it is.
It is. That's why I keep my daughter around. I've got 2015 sight still.
I can tell.
Where you at?
I thought he was going to say he got 20 kids around.
Well,
we can't say that on
he's
the
only
line.
got 2 that he knows of.
That I know of, but I was in the military, and my name was never the same.
So, Dan,
But anyhow, so
we have not done a salute tonight.
We have not.
Get the next salute that we have in line.
We will.
And go ahead and do that.
Let's do it.
And then we'll finish up with these guys. I just want to talk to them about their show schedule. And then you can tell all of our listeners where they can reach you guys, where they can find out your website and stuff like that, where they can reach all your shows.
All right. So tonight's Salute to Valor is going to go out to David Jacobson, a.k.a. Jake, from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was in the United States Army as a private first class. He served from January 1981 to April of 1986. He was medically discharged in 86 after being paralyzed after an automobile accident.
Dang.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was service-related automobile accident, because I was in one of them, and it screwed my back up in Iraq. We hit a Jersey barrier, and I don't know what happened to this gentleman, but I know how that feels.
Yeah.
I was not paralyzed, obviously, but something happened to this poor guy that created a massive injury to create that. So
No, that's one of the things that we wanted to do with this podcast when we first started it. We always give, honor to our veterans on the days that our government has set aside for us to do that.
But our veterans deserve it every day.
We do it every day.
That's good.
And we want to do it on every podcast that we can do it on. Yep. And we give thanks to Kate Runk and Cherry Bend Outfitters
For
their
supplying
hunting show.
us.
They supply us with all of our veterans to do that because they do the veteran hunts at the Cherry Bend operation.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's great. I mean, Jay and I both are veterans.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Y'all need to give us y'all's
getting your
information.
info.
It's really simple.
We will absolutely 100% salute you on one of our podcasts, and we appreciate your service as of right now for sure. But
thank you guys for
we
your
will
service.
dedicate one to you.
We sure appreciate it. Yep. All right, guys. Well, show schedule. Tell us what you got coming up.
Woo! Well, right now we've, we're usually 2 videos a week on YouTube in season. We're out of season right now. Continuing to drop a video every Thursday night.
All right.
And then as soon as turkey season starts back up, which will start back up for us probably the end of March.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to 2 videos a week until about the end of turkey season.
Awesome.
So that's kind of our YouTube schedule, and then we get into the summer for scouting and shooting and frog gigging and
there it is.
hound training.
Yeah.
And then looking forward to Labor Day weekend is pretty much when we kick off our fall hunting season.
Oh, nice.
Is Labor Day. So that's our early bear season comes in, and then we'll end up this fall we'll end up hitting a state that bow season, archery season for whitetail comes in early. And Jay's got a few trips planned.
Yep.
To fulfill a couple more of his stakes for the Chasing 49, and we just hope to have a great season, great experiences, and enjoy sharing the woods with everybody, because that's really, everybody likes killing shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Doing it together.
we all like just sharing the woods and cutting up and having fun.
The camaraderie, and I love what Max was saying about, just being in deer camp and how he's been raised in it.
Yeah.
It carries over.
Absolutely.
And we've got to continue that. That's one of the things that we want to do with this podcast is we want to give people the deer camp experience by listening to our conversations that they may not get, and they want to get involved.
Sure.
Because that gets them in the outdoors. We're continuing the hunting heritage, and we're doing our job.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
Yep.
When we look back just on this year, Mike and I went over to Ohio and had an awesome day, awesome hunt. But whenever I think about the memories that were made this past year, it was when everybody was together.
Yep.
Sure.
When
Absolutely.
Josh killed a big 8-point down in southern West Virginia, and there was 4 of us on that hunt.
But everybody was at camp that week.
But everybody, so
awesome.
when we got back to camp that night, there was 10, 12
of us,
yeah.
Awesome.
So just getting everybody together just made it that much better. The year before, I was lucky and shot a 10-point. And the next day, we had to find it. And there was all of us together.
Yeah.
And that's what made
That's what it's
that
about.
hunt so memorable. It wasn't anything about me shooting that deer.
That's awesome.
It was about everybody being there.
Awesome.
So that's what we love about it.
All right, guys. So tomorrow is day 2 of the West Virginia Hunting and Fishing Show, brought to you by the West Virginia Trophy Hunters Association. Tell us about how your day was today, and what do you expect tomorrow? Do you expect more attendance?
I think looking at it from a Friday, I think it was a great Friday.
Absolutely. I agree.
We had steady traffic
Yeah, we did.
all afternoon and into the evening. We had people at our booth at 8:55.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So, we had to shut the booth down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were at the ribbon cutting at 12 o'clock. That's the first time we've ever done that. So they was like, you guys got to come out and do that. Got to experience it. Well, I've never really seen how many people were standing in line to come in.
They was a bunch.
They was 50, 60, 70 people standing in line getting ready to come in. So
Tomorrow will be crazy.
Yeah. I think so.
Last
we was
year
wanting to get out of this cold weather and come out and
That's
do
right.
something.
yeah, they are.
the weather's breaking. They've
Yep.
been cooped up. They've all been warm legging.
Yeah.
And they're wore out.
Yeah.
And they're going to get out. Hopefully, spend some money and support everybody.
Yes.
But tomorrow I think will be a great day at the show, just because. Last year we got hit with that state of emergency and had snow and lost 2 days, and they still put. I was talking to Sam today, or last night we was talking to Sam, and they ended up putting like 8,000 people through the door, and I told
awesome.
him this year. I said it wouldn't surprise me if they don't put 13 or 15,000 people through the door, which will be huge.
And we've got all kinds of awesome apparel.
Yeah,
for people
we
to
do.
come check out.
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah, we got hats, we got hoodies, we got shirts, decals.
Yeah.
What? New hats. We got all kinds of new designs.
I like that hat right there that you got on.
This is my favorite hat. This is like an OG of
yeah. Yeah. I like that one a lot.
I do too.
Yeah,
we got all kinds of new stuff, so come check it out.
All right, guys. So let everybody know where your booth is, where they can come see you.
If you walk in the main doors and you make an immediate right, and you go all the way to the corner to Deer Legs, and then take a left. We're on that back wall. Take a left and go down. We're going to be on the right on that wall.
Okay.
Booth 164 and 165.
All right. Good deal. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a while, and I'm appreciative of you guys coming in, taking the time to be with us and talk with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to do this again.
We definitely got to do it again. I mean,
if any of your old viewers want to check us out, you can find us on YouTube under The Untamed.
Yep.
The Untamed under Instagram, and The Untamed on Facebook.
All right.
Or the untamedhunt.com.
Or the untamedhunt.com. Hit the shop if you want any swag.
Yep. We've got the links
really
in our
appreciate y'all
description
letting
right
us,
now on our live on Facebook.
Awesome.
So they can visit those right now as we speak.
And we appreciate y'all having us on. And at some point, later on when we got more time to sit down, we'd love to sit down and
you guys need to come into the studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll just chat it out. I mean, this was great.
Dave probably won't be there because he never shows up, but
damn, dude.
He
dropping dimes.
He had to give it to him right off the bat.
I missed it all night. So
there it is again.
That was
you two need to enter the rough and rowdy, by God.
Y'all need to hug after this.
Fix it.
We love each other.
Fix this shit.
We got hugging session.
I think we should make them hug on video.
Let's do it. Come on, Dave. Come here. Come and hug me. Come and hug Daddy.
Stand up and hug.
Come hug Daddy.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening tonight. Thank you for watching our live. We sure appreciate it. Again, we thank the Untamed guys for coming on. We thank FIFE Street Brewing Company.
For putting us on. Backcountry Hunters and Anglers, we thank them for the pint night. And obviously, this is presented by Onyx Maps. We thank them as well.
Absolutely.
That is a great app. I don't know if you use it or not, but we utilize it a lot.
Religiously.
We have several videos out there on YouTube that we've done for our Whitetail Weekly segments this year. And trout routes, yeah. Trout routes is now a part of Onyx Maps.
Yep.
So if you guys didn't know that, go check them out.
Now you do.
All right. Thanks for listening. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This episode of On the Limb with Nature's Voice Game Calls is brought to you by Outdoor Pro Shop, LLC. Outdoor Pro Shop is a family-owned and operated firearms dealer and sporting goods retailer. They have pay-over-time options, a rewards program, and customer service satisfaction that is unmatched. They might not be the biggest, but they strive to be the best. Contact them today at 240-360-1298 or visit them on the web at www.outdoor-pro-shop.com. That's Outdoor Pro Shop, 240-360-1298.